All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop. 54. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Baker fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the ground, Richard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 47-yard line.
Set, 18, Gator. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rico. Lee's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Carved that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw on 3rd down. Rico. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
X3, 2X5.
2nd and 6. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Rico. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Take 4.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down. Switch. 1. One. Smoke.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Alert 3. Check 50.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st down, it's Baker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Here we go.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down, Rico. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Back to throw. Rico. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
No. Three.
Mariota now. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. Where are they, team? Joker. One. Scene 6. 48 Mike. Watch the out.
Mariota on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tight down. There you go.
Mariota hands to Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Leon Jacobs brought him down. Brings up 3rd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike, 44.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And Davis with it left side. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 33.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
A first down carry for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. One. Get that ball. 57 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. From the gun, Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watch number 33.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Henry, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succo, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Rush in.
On 1st and 10, Rico. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. One. 57 clock strike. 57 to Mike. Bring it.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota flushed out right. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check. Watch the three. Fofo's the Mike. Handle. Mike Fofo. Let's put him on the
Mariota to throw it. And Davis has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Mariota again. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll run on first down. Baker. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception here, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check 26, check 26.
On second down now, it's Henry. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
48, come on. 48. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. After the penalty, it's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
I don't think you got it, sir. Motion.
On second down, it's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Again, it's Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Check Mike 57. Mike 52, fellas, let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Rico looking left side. That's complete to Oliver. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Operating from the gun, Rico. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Check 37. Check 37.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll got a man, it's Humphreys. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Rico. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Off play action. Rico. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jeffrey Simmons showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake. Rico. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go, here we go. 26 Mike, 26 outside.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sag.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
The Jaguars make their 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Down, 50, plant, 55. Here we go.
On 1st down, Baker. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Baker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A carry here for the big tight end. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Henry. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Titans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
One. Both those are Mike. Check Mike, check Mike. 49, check 49, check 49. Shift, watch the shift.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. Caught right side, Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. They'll run on first down. Henry. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
At the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his long attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And the Titans are going to win the football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home.